So how did this guy right here make this beat? The Akai Force, of course. Hello there. And rolling. Boom. Let's make some music on the Akai Force, one of the greatest production centers for any singer-songwriter or music producer. Trust me, I love this thing. So we're going to start a new project. I do want to start on the keys today just because it's already plugged up. We got this Yamaha sitting right here. We got some vibes in the background. Alright. I like to follow my instinct, and I don't like to waste any time when I'm doing so either. And since we are on the Akai Force, we are going to stay on this matrix. I like to work on the matrix with the Akai Force because it creates this loop mentality that you don't really get on the MPC. So, if you would please, maybe a standing session today on this side of the room. So, 1, 2, 3. Previously, I showed you how to use the metronome, right? So we haven't forgot how to use the metronome. So all we're going to do is, even if we hold knobs down, by the way, this is a new screen in 3.5. When you hold knobs down, you have all of these options, which are going to give you all of the parameters here, right? You'll get more options for the parameters. As you notice, I click screen, and now we have our global tempo. So if you didn't know, that's how you access the tempo on the Akai Force. You just want to hold knobs, and you want to go to screen, and now that we're at screen, we can adjust the parameters here. And in fact, we can even go into here and create new parameters with I don't like it. So I believe that was probably around like a 94, 90. Let's listen. Pretty close. Pretty close. So let's try and record that, shall we? Let's get straight to it. Just a quick one today. Nothing too crazy. Just straight to it. Here we go. We were like... I don't even know if I want to use that sound, but whatever, we're going to roll with it. So we have our matrix up now. We have the number 2 track selected, and this red button at the bottom is triggered, which means we are armed and ready to rock. Now if we tap this launch button at the top here, or this pad I should say, we should be able to start our recording. Then I just got to sit down in time. This demonstration here, we're going to turn this metronome down. Now don't forget, when we want to turn the metronome down, we're going to hold this shift button here, and by holding the shift button, we are going to give ourselves the ability to bring up this screen here. And when I say holding shift, we're also pressing the metronome twice. Remember, right? Press it twice, it pops up. 1, 2, boom, real quick. So now that we have this, let's just turn that down a little bit, like I said. And I don't even like the click. I like to run with this shake because it feels a bit more natural. If we turn the shake down a little bit, it just sounds like a percussion line that we've already built in. I love using shake. I use shake often. So we got a nice little groove right here. Now, what we can do, since this last chord right here extends, what we can do is essentially copy that, right? And all we're gonna, I want to try and leave the groove going. I want to work on that. Leave the groove going while I'm showing these demos. So we're gonna hold copy. We're gonna hit this matrix right here, and we're gonna hit the clip right underneath it. Boom. The only difference is on this one, we're going to edit it, and it's not going to have that hanging John there. And we'll switch to it here. Now we're playing this loop on sync. And if we want, we can go ahead and add another instrument. We could bring in some drums, but I want to do one more on the Yamaha. I didn't necessarily want to do piano, but it works so well. Always. Let's try another sound on the Yamaha MX61. Let's do, maybe we can run a pad? Should we do a pad? Maybe? Yeah, let's do a synth lead. That's a good idea. No, let's not do that. We're going to do a pad. A pad. A pad. that safe, just in case anything happens. I think it's time for some drums. Let's hold up. Let's keep that. Let's keep that groove going. But let's isolate it. Take the piano out. Now let's add some percussion, right? Part of me wants to add guitar. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna add percussion first. What does this sound like? Doesn't sound like techno, but since we got the force sounds in the background. Now what I love about recording on this MX61 is the fact that I'm not dealing with even worrying about the quantize over here. I don't even have to think about it. The second I come over here, I already got to think about, okay, I got to turn the time correction on and nail this. And I'm thinking something very light. Freestyle, top of dome. All I need is a metronome. Damn, I wish that I was alone. I mean, when I'm home, I don't really mean when I'm in my zone, because I don't really need my phone. I need my clone. I'm talking about my little one. I'm talking about my daughter. I'm talking about my little one. I'm talking about my daughter. I'm talking about my little one. I'm talking about my daughter. Damn, I oughta tell you about the time I had doubt, the time they tried to take my confidence away, but I bounced back. Hey, I'm like, what more can I say? But they already done the song. Can we all sing along? When it came to the one, when it came to the wrong, came to the right, when it came to the tom, I was like Dom King. Wait, y'all don't hear me, yo. When it came to the king, when it came to the dom, I was like the one, the royalty, and let me clear my throat. What I told the girl when I wore my cloak, when I walked around the grassy field, I told baby girl, can you please chill? You don't see all the lavender, you don't see what we after, you don't see what we headed to, you don't see what this can do, you don't see what this YouTube, what the YouTube, YouTube. YouTube. Yeah. Man, I told him I just need a little bit of time. I mean, that's all that really means. Like, we could bring a bass line in and maybe some guitar. I wouldn't mind doing guitar. Let's play guitar. Let's play guitar. Let's play guitar. Let's see. Let's vlog. Vlog. I'm acting like a frog. I'm acting like a frog. Vlog. All we have to do is click on Control Stop. When you hit Control Stop, you're going to select the sound that you want to stop. And by the sound, you're selecting that track. So it's track 2. So we'll take that piano again, let that thing rock again. Really nice. Really nice vibe. So steal one down. What's really hot? What's happening? Here's another one. Great. All Alright, I'm going to do the boring thing and tune the guitar. But when we come back, we're going to finish this. So, if you want to know how to tune your guitar using the Akai Force, go back to your menu button right here and press this button right here. It basically looks like a tuner, right? And now, if you select the correct input channel that you have, you should be able to get a tuner on your guitar. And that is how you use your Akai Force to tune your guitar. Very handy feature. Akai Pro tip. You can do this on the MPC also. But hey, you didn't hear it from me. Because you already knew that, right? And that's how you tune your guitar using the Akai Force. Follow and subscribe for more tips with the Akai Force. Because I'm going crazy on this thing, I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm playing. Watch. Watch. Okay, so guitar is all tuned up. I think I have a little groove here. So we are going to get going on this last part. See if we can finish this up in less than 15 minutes. Let's see. Because I gotta put my daughter to bed. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and let's try that again. Of course it's not going to go as smooth as everything else. Of course not. Let's cut all that out. That's a big cut. That's a big cut. That's a big cut. Retry. Rolling. Retry. Man, I'm losing it here. Alright, here we go, right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and that's okay, smoothly. Let's see what that brings me. I wanted to have one guitar that was clean. 12 bars. And I wanted to have another one that had something going on with it. So what we're going to do Pardon my voice today. I don't know what's going on. I got some phlegm. What we're going to do in this demonstration now is load up one more guitar audio track, and then we're going to load up a bass, and we're going to close this out. I don't really want to do too much percussion because I kind of like what it is. I want to save some space for vocals here. We might end up doing a vocal demonstration at another time, and that's a big ol' might. Okay, now back to business over here. So if we come back down here in our zone here, we're going to add one more guitar, but like I said, this guitar I want to have some effects on. From the jump I want to put effects on it. I wanted that last one to be clean. Let's hold shift and press save just in case. Just in case. Just in case. So we held shift, we press save. We got a new audio track. We're merging. We're on input 1. And we are going to add some effects to a guitar. So like I said, we can go back on that same screen that we were on. It's the mixer screen. There's a mixer button right here in case you didn't know. We're on that mixer screen. We got this thing live. We're going to press this button right here, effects, and we're going to load up some inserts here. For guitar, we could start with the amp, air amp simulation. It's something a little bit more dirty than that clean one that we had. In fact, we might want to load up a clean sound for that other one too. But for right now, we're going to leave that just raw and dry. And for this one, maybe a thin lead. And we are also going to come back into the effects and the insert, and we're going to add some reverb and some delay. This difference delay is kind of wavy. It's a little too much sometimes. It's cloudburst. We'll do a cloudburst, but we're going to turn that down on the mix on that. We're going to turn it down to like we'll go 11. And then the last effect that we're going to load up on that guitar is going to be a air reverb. Why not? Air reverb. We want to do spring reverb. This thing will be crazy with the spring reverb. So just slap back. Let's see what this would sound like if we stopped all the sounds, right? If we unarm that to record it, we're not going to record anything, but we want to hear that second part that we created. And we want to hear a little bit of percussion with that. And we're going to bring both of those back. So it doesn't sound awful. And now we're clean. And now let's try one more guitar part. That bass last. I shouldn't even load it. I didn't mean to load up that plugin. We're gonna do that again. Let's run that. And Okay, so now the only thing that would be left, I just had to clap just in case you weren't, no, I'm just kidding, just to make sure the audio was lined up. The only thing that would be left would be maybe potentially a bass line, which the Akai Force is really great for. And we could come in here, I mean, we are on lone force already. We got a plug-in loaded up. We can come in here to a key group. Let's hold shift and save just in case. Let's load up this floating bass right now. Let's do something. No, that's way too much. In fact, we might end up going back over to the Yamaha all of a sudden. Like, I mean, I wanted to load up something from. Let me give it one more try. Let me look in here. Bass, supernova. It just all sounds way too loud. Bass. Definitely not. And also, are we in the right key? What key are we in? Might be in C sharp. So if you hold shift and come back in over here, on your plug-in, of course, which one is on 6. Shit. No, we're on C sharp. Minor. Outside minor. It's not sound like we're in C sharp. So we're not in C sharp, then maybe we're in G sharp. Sounds a little more right. Kind of. Lord have mercy on my soul. Way too loud. Alright, this is coming up. Slide. Shouldn't be. I gotta finish this, and I gotta finish this right now. Oh, awkward. Awkward, awkward. 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 There it is. Oh. Oh, Lordy Lord. I'm gonna finish this right now. I'm gonna finish this track right now. That was not G sharp. It's not G. Let me see if I can. If it wouldn't be. Oh, we had the piano. I'm trying to figure out what key I'm in. Lord, help me, please. Because I want to close this out right now. With the bass line. F minor, F minor. I don't like this bass. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, they load up so hot. No. Oh. Wow, so loud. What happened? Oh, you see that? You see that? What happened to my track there? Did I mute it? Wait, did I solo something? I just soloed something. I just a novice mistake. Just solo the track unknowingly. Can you close this out right now, bro? Can you close this out right now, bro? I need you to close this out right now. You got your mic way over here. You're getting sloppy. I need you to close this out right now. Close this beat right now. Close it out. Right now. Right now. Close it out. Notes. Close it out. You got 2 minutes right here. Close it out on the Sony. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he close it out? 1, 2, 3. One hand like. Thank you so much. Hit this button, subscribe. Hit this button, subscribe. Hit this button, subscribe. Hit this button if you want to watch more Akai Force and DC content.